Let's go.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans, everybody out there checking us out, listening to us, whether it be on our YouTube channel, Steel Curtain Network, Fans First Sports Network, wherever you find us on YouTube, whether it's on the audio platform, you're listening to us right now. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. The Pump Your Brakes podcast on a Wednesday night. You know how it goes down every Wednesday night. I'm here with the fellas. Mr. Level Up, Big G in the building. And we got the triple OG back in the building. He's feeling a little under the weather last week. Starting to get stronger, get better. He's taking his booster pills, his Pac-Man pellets. He's ready to eat up some ghosts now. So we're gonna get into it. Shannon, how you feeling, man?
I need some of them Flintstones chewable vitamins that I grew up on. That would help me.
That's a definite throwback. I remember them. I used to eat them like candy. I would sneak some when my mom wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Big G, what's good, man?
Man, what's cracking, man? Listen, man, I know we got a super chat in here already, and I'm not messing around, man. We ain't down but a couple of more days till we get to this free agency stuff, combine stuff, and all whatever else. And these dudes out here messing around talking crazy, Tate. They've been talking to me in the streets, everywhere you name it, talking crazy about this, what the Steelers is and ain't going to do. And I think we're going to clear up a lot about the bread tonight and a lot about what we plan on doing and cutting and getting this thing started for the 2025 season, bro.
Yeah, man. Couldn't agree more. It's time to start, what we used to say, time to start sticking and moving.
Stick and move.
Sticking and moving. Stick and move. Stick and move is not, we have to do it. So you can't say it's time to stick and move. It is time to stick and move, but we got to get to sticking and moving, Big G. Just bear with me.
Hey, man, that's too close to Diddying, dog. What you doing? Let me check. Go and hit yourself with the Diddy, man.
What is
this? Bro, you talking about sticking and Shannon, he talking about sticking and moving off the back. What is he talking about?
What's the difference between that and stick and move?
Come on, man.
It's
the context, man.
It's a boxing analogy.
Yeah,
no,
but
Diddy. You got to chill.
It sounds better to bob and weave.
There you
bob
go.
And weave.
Shannon, man, that's what I'm talking about, Shannon. There you go, bro. There you go.
Shannon's back to keep me and Big G. No pun intended. G-rated.
Yeah. Shannon,
especially G.
Yeah, I'll be off the
But
rails.
yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Juice in the building. Juice Bellamy with the super chat.
Yeah.
Big G or Shannon, when y'all want to go ahead and read it, you know I'll be all up on my screen struggling to see it. I gotta give me I don't think it's my eyes as much as my screen. I got like a 13-inch Apple Mac. I need to get the 15 or the bigger one up.
Either that or you're gonna have to get them Red Fox glasses.
No, I ain't getting them.
Red Fox glasses ain't no joke, boy. Off of Harlem Nights, boy. Them bad babies was thick as a glass.
Yeah, I blow my screen up to 200% before I do that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead with the comments. Super chat.
Yeah, $4.99, man. He said, finally no Eagles talk. I hate them, and I hate to take a break from the podcast. I had to take a break from the podcast last week since the Eagles talk. Oh, was all love though. Big G, Tate, and Shannon. What's cracking lacking, man? What's going on, man? Juice Bellamy, man.
What's up,
and
Juice?
We had to get through. We had to get through the painful part, bro. You know, now it's on to the next season.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Super Bowl, man. They won it. They had their moment of fame, you know, moment of shine, spotlight. We gave it to him last week. Pause, no Diddy.
I was about to say number 2 was.
I know you was, man. I'm the best. I'm the best one at self correcting.
That's facts because I'm horrible. I'm horrible, and I admit it.
But yeah, man. But you know what? Truth of the matter is, we're gonna keep it real. We still need to talk about the Eagles because that's our what we look to, our guiding star, our North Star.
Yeah.
As far as the team makeup, how we want to be built.
Look at this dude, Tate. Shannon. Look what he's talking about.
The homie Tim Lyons in the building. What's up, Tim? What'd he say, Big G?
He said, G's big ant. ASS head fits nicely into that big hat. Hey, you know where he got to go, man. Appreciate you kindly, bro. Thank you for the $2.
Delivered already.
Yeah, delivered to the mix for $2.
But Big G, truth of the matter is, man, that hat is starting to fit better every week, man.
Wait till you see the stuff I got in the chamber, bro. I can't wait, man. I'm over here working on my background a little bit, man. And wait till y'all see, man. Listen, I'm full-blown Steelers, bro. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly, man.
All out Steelers.
All out Steelers, man. It's about to get ugly.
When you graduate to big boy Steeler,
I've been
see that back there, man. That's that Rod Woodson autograph helmet right there. You have one of them. Maybe not Rod Woodson, player your choice, but you gotta get you an autograph helmet.
Just hold tight. Wait till you see. Just hold. All I'm just telling you is just hold tight. You know what? Hopefully, I'm gonna have everything done by the know-it-alls on Sunday. Hopefully, I'm gonna have everything done.
Okay, Shannon, what's your prize piece of Steeler swag or paraphernalia or something that you just all about the Steelers that is your value Steeler thing?
Probably my Greg Lloyd jersey.
Oh,
see, now I don't have any autographs. I've never been an autograph person.
Okay.
But like if I get a chance, the guys I've met, I just want to shake their hand and tell them I love how they played the game. And I'm no respecter of person, but I do respect how they played and their effort, how they put the Steelers first. Those are the guys that mean a lot to me. But I've never been an autograph person. But probably my Lloyd jersey.
I've never been autographed. I didn't go up and get an autograph. I bought this from the Steelers website autograph. I'm probably not the dude to go up and excuse me, Mr. Blunt, can I get your autograph?
Yeah.
I feel like whether it's warranted or not, I feel like jokers need to ask for my autograph.
Yeah, facts.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
But yeah, man. So we got an interesting show going happen for us here shortly. You guys got anything? Anything? Well, we know Shannon was recovering all week. Big G, you do anything over the weekend, man? Anything fun or out of the ordinary?
No, it's just that time of the year, man, where our I hate to say it, but it's a diagnosis, man. Our weather, man, in Ohio is bipolar, man. So it's either super duper cold or it's just cold enough to cause problems. So like tonight, it was supposed to get 2 inches of snow. It already done snowed a whole bunch. So we about to get another 2 inches tonight. And they talking about by the weekend, it's gonna be like 40. So it's all gonna melt. So it's that bipolar, dog.
Around here it flooded like crazy.
Oh,
like it did in Kentucky. Kentucky and West Virginia got nailed. Now where I live, it don't flood. Too
high.
Yeah. But down in the hollers, it was really bad for a lot of people. Then it's turning off, going to be down around 0 and snow and terrible wind chill. So it's awful for a lot of people need prayers.
Yeah, facts. Absolute facts, Shannon.
Yeah. Well, prayers up to your area, Shannon. And a holler. What exactly is a holler?
It's basically a valley. It's down between mountains.
Okay.
The low areas. Yeah.
Before we went live, I think right before you jumped in, Shannon, I was listening to. I'm gonna see how good you are. I was listening to an artist from a place called Butcher Holler. Who is that?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Was that Dolly or was that Loretta Lynn?
Loretta Lynn. There you go.
Shannon is a beast. I'm talking about Shannon. Shannon is a beast.
Yeah. Oh, it's no Loretta Lynn, coal miner's daughter.
Yep.
After saying it was -20, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's killing them.
Out there in Kansas City. It's been fluctuating here, but not like Ohio and definitely not like Athens. It's towards 20 here all day, but it had been like 42 and raining over the weekend and stuff. And it's been fluctuating, like you said, but not to the colder extremes that you guys are getting the further you go to the Midwest. And probably a little north of me too. It's the homie, man. It's the governor. Go ahead and read it. Tell me, do I need to get the matrix keyed up?
Shannon, go ahead, man. I just can't take it right now, Shannon. Go ahead, man.
Well, it's one of our absolute favorite, Quad Bishop, such an intelligent gentleman. $5 said, Shannon, I hope that everything is well with your family, and thanks for showing up to school your co-host once again. Claude, you're very, very welcome.
Tate, what you thinking, man? He get a pass or what?
He get a pass because Shannon was gone last week, and Shannon do impart knowledge. I mean, it don't mean he impart the most knowledge. It just mean Claude is kind of right there because he does add to what we're sharing. You know what I mean? And we all come from different perspectives. You know what I mean?
He's biased. Get him out of here. He's biased. You lucky I ain't on the button, buddy. You be matrix bound. I guarantee you, matrix bound. You lucky I ain't.
Do you want to? I can give him a pump your brakes and a crash dummy.
Yeah, go ahead. I like that one tonight to start him off. Got to warm him up a little bit. Got to get him ready.
Come on, chill out.
Yeah. So that's your warning shot, Claude. That's your warning shot.
That's a warning. Yeah, the crash dummy is a warning shot.
Uh-huh.
But as far as we go, we got this for us.
Yeah.
Because we here to impart knowledge, and you can learn a lot from a dummy.
That's big facts. That's facts.
But fellas, let's go ahead and jump to our first break and come back and get into the football talk we're gonna get into. If you're watching on YouTube, you know how it goes down. We're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and shout out, Big-G. When we come back, shout out to people in the live chat. So we want to do that too. But we're going to take a quick break, watching on YouTube. Stay with us, not going anywhere. Listen on the audio platform. Wherever you listen, be it Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, iHeartRadio. We have to hear a few words from our partners, pay some bills, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Pump Your Brakes podcast on a Wednesday night. We'd like to thank everybody who's joining us right now. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for rocking with us on a Wednesday night. We know you could be anywhere. You could be watching some college basketball. You could be watching the news. You could be sitting around talking to your family right now. But you're here with us to get an hour's worth of some good Steelers talk. We certainly appreciate it. So, man, Big-G, and Shannon, let's shout out to people in the chat, man, Then we'll go ahead and get into it. Just get some shout outs.
Man, Steelers girl 277, what's cracking laughing? Afton, what's going on? Big Marv, what's going on, man? The black and gold standard. Boy, Tate, that's one of them dudes that's been out there harassing me in them streets, man. Juice Bellamy, man. Yeah.
You an easy mark in the streets, though, man. Because
no way.
You gotta walk softly and carry a big stick, man. You be out there yelling with a little twig in your hand.
Hey, man, listen, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, I got to get it done, man. Because they out there tripping, man. SOM, BR was crack-a-lacking. Reginald Rivers, man. Tim Lyons, you already know that boy, matrix bound right off the back. Craig Withrow, Claude, the general captain, whatever you want to call him, 5-star, single salute, Claude Bishop, what's going on? Dennis Pavlak, the quad father, AFL 67. Bruh, man, the 5 floor in the building. TD, what's going on, bro? Craig Withrow, George T, Booby. Man, we got a lot of people in here, man.
Is that S0 MBR?
Yeah.
Is
that some strange stuff, man.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, I think so. I've never seen him in the chat before, so we appreciate you. Kenneth McNair, what's up, too, bro?
To the homie S0 MBR, if I'm saying that right, or you're supposed to read something. If so, let us know, man. But thanks for joining us. The homie Rob Lightfoot in the building.
Oh, somber. It's somber. It reads somber. SOMBER. I like that. How you spelled it. Somber. I got it. Somber.
But that's a 0.
Yeah, but that's how they did it. That's their code name, Somber.
Okay.
I got it.
I'm a real big stickler, kind of petty about it. Like when somebody say a phone number, they got zeros in, they say 00, like 227-0014. No, it's 0014.
Yeah.
O is a letter.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
My mom used to always bust my head with that, so it just stuck with me through life.
Yeah, man. Grammatically, she used to tear us out the frame. Dog.
She really did. She really did.
Man.
She really did.
You didn't, man. You couldn't do no homework at your house because if you asked Aunt Sandy, boy, you was in trouble, bro. Your stuff better be right, man. And you in the brick city, bro. Brick city.
It was. I remember one time my mom punched me. I stole her. Well, she had got a new car. The old car is in the driveway, and it was one summer I took the car, going over some older girls. I was only 14 at the time, so I didn't have no close to license.
I remember this.
Took the car. One of the girls' house was coming back, putting gas in it, and my grandfather rode by the gas station and seen me and waved at me. I ain't think nothing of it. He didn't know I was driving. He just seen me pumping gas. But for some reason, he went and blew my spot up, and I was gonna be grounded for a month. Can't go nowhere. You weren't taking no cell phones, nothing back then. It wasn't a thing. I was gonna be in the house for a month, or I could do a book report on some stuff, and be off. But turned out the book report took me 6 weeks. Thought I was getting over. I didn't.
I remember you was done.
The knowledge from the lessons and the readings back then. So yeah, my mom.
Pre-internet, you had to go to the library and get straight books.
Pre-internet, yes, it was definitely pre-internet.
Yep.
So yeah, but let's get into the football aspect of it, guys. We're gonna talk about the Steelers and their Claw got super chat again. The governor. He called your hat ridiculous, Big G.
Yeah, well, you know. You already know. Escort promptly. Escort promptly.
Man, but it's an oversized hat. It's supposed to be ridiculous.
Hey, man, this is called a noggin, bro. See, you know that dude Gilly that's out there for the Eagles? He bit my style, bro. He bit my style, bro. That's what I'm waiting till I get my background together and all whatever else. But Gilly think he got some stuff. I got some stuff, bro.
You got the Gilly whole thing is the hat with the dance. You got to come up with a dance.
I got one. I got a background music too.
We can't wait to see. As soon as you're ready, we either can play a clip or you can actually get up at your station right there and do it or live.
What I'm gonna do is film it and send it to you, and then you can play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That work. Live chat, Steel Kirk Network. We waiting on this one. Mm-hmm. We got, because I think Big G gonna manage to get out of his live push-ups with pay.
Maybe.
But the dance, come on with it. But man, so the Steelers cap situation, guys, it can really be in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
So roster cuts have begun. The Steelers actually have already released cut. Adios muchachos.
Yep.
Who got adios muchachos, Big G?
Preston Smith.
Smith. We gonna have him get to stepping.
How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 feet. You pick this ball up, you run every one of them. Get to stepping.
That's for the homie Preston Smith. I think you filled in admirably. You were a nice fourth rusher, fourth edge, really good. He played. He got like 2.5 sacks in half the season. He made some critical plays in some of the wins before he went to losing streak. I mean, he's not worth $13 million, but if he wanted to come back for $3.5, $4 million, I might be interested.
Did y'all see how much the cap went up?
Oh yes.
Yeah, Big G, you got the numbers. Go ahead and tell us.
It went substantially up.
So I'm hearing reports that it's going to see $271 million, which will mean it'll steal that you sent us about from one of the NFL guys, Pelissaro or somebody. Yeah,
said it's going to go between 277 to 281.
Yeah, I said 71, 281 million, which is up from 255 million last year.
Yeah.
So, bro, that's like, $27 million, $28 million. And I'm thinking, bro, You know, I'm thinking we could do some damage.
That's wide receiver one money.
Yeah, well, I mean, realistically, the books, we can clean the books to 70 mil. We can free up to get to about 70 mil.
I've read about 85. We can get to 70 million right now with nothing. Nothing,
So
nothing much more. You got, well, let's talk about the players we got identified here.
Yeah.
Ogunjobi, I think you save $7 million with him against the cap if you release him. I think he's gonna get released because I don't think they're gonna pay him that whole $12.5, $13 million. Cole Holcomb.
Yep.
Who's been injured, and I mean he was played good the season he played, but he's missed a year and a half now. They've kind of gone with Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson looked real good last year, I think.
Yep.
I mean, Cole Holcomb can stay if they decide to let Elandon Roberts go.
Nah.
I don't think so either, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to get creative and even bring in $7 million more in cap space, you could cut Siamalu and do it early enough to where you know you got to go get somebody to draft or a free agency to play tackle in Big-G. I'm a fan of the idea of moving Fautano to guard. So I don't know what you guys think, but let me know about those. Think those cuts right there get us up to about the 70, Big-G. Because Preston Smith's cake takes us up to 53. Ogunjobi is 7, that's 60. Holcomb is 6, and so those right there gets up to 73.
Yep.
Those right there.
Say first. I want to see what Shannon say first. Shannon, what you say?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to really. They need to revamp this roster, and they need to get balance. Have more money on offense, less money on defense. Have more balance. You could take a guy like Holcomb coming off the major injury. You could release him, re-sign him on the cheap. Because he knows this defense. And he has something he can offer that he can't just go anywhere. And so there's some real opportunities there. I think Siamalu took a step back. So I would have no problem clearing up some space there. And I think the first thing they need to do is get Fields under contract, and then everything else they can start falling into place.
Yeah, I think that's the first move too, Shannon. Somber says you can get extra 1.5 million if you cut Johnston. I think Wakeman did a good enough job last year to keep the job next year. You go ahead and get the extra money. I think Arthur Smith's guys are out of there too. Pruitt and Cordell Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
Adios, muchachos.
Yep.
Peace, my friend.
Tate, look what this dude bet me, bro. Rob Lightfoot bet me that the Pittsburgh Steelers will re-sign Dan Moore if nobody else gets a crazy price out there. And Dan will probably be on a Pittsburgh-friendly, team-friendly deal. I promise you he's not. How much time you want to bet? I promise you he's gone, dog. I promise you.
What if he's just coming back as like the sixth lineman, the swing tackle?
He can't because he can only play one side.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. Thank you, Shannon. You clarified that real fast.
Yeah, whatever time you want, Rob. Whatever. It don't matter because he ain't coming back.
Somebody who was that said, was it TJ isn't going anywhere, but somebody said that who said it?
I don't know.
Oh, Mark Malone. Just like when you play quarterback, Mark, you might have to go. Mark Malone, the real Mark Malone, went to the bench. Our Mark Malone here might have to go to the Matrix. He said Larry O is staying. What do you guys think about that?
Nope. Shannon, you already know. I know no.
Yeah, I don't see what he offered last year that would justify bringing him back, even at a reduced cost.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you go younger in there. I think
Cam's
your only old guy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be mad now. Well, first we talked about the money. I think the Steelers can get up to over 80 million in cap space.
Yeah.
And that's not even including restructures.
Mm-hmm.
They can restructure TJ because they're gonna resign. They can restructure that. They can restructure Minka, Highsmith, Boswell. It's a lot of money to be had.
Yeah.
So,
and with the new cap, bro, that's like $100 million. That's like we're talking close to $100 million, bro. And one of the dudes on one of the podcasts I was on, I was like, we're gonna be close to $100 million, but he didn't realize I knew that the salary cap was going to go up. I just didn't know the number. So I was like, we're gonna be close to $100 million. We're gonna have $100 million.
Yeah, well, you can
easily.
You can get to 80 without restructuring, just by cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then with the restructuring, you probably can get to 100 with that. Then you got the additional 25 million is going to be allotted to you because the salary cap increase.
Yep.
So the Steelers can be looking to get that over 100 million in cap space that they can spend in free agency.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's next. I mean, so we think Cordell Patterson's going, right?
Gone. Get him out quick.
He got to be.
Yeah, big gone.
Mikael Pruitt's gone.
Yep.
Get to step in.
The punter, Cam Johnson, like I just mentioned, you think he's gone?
Gone. The guy who punted all year proved that he got a job. It's his job. Why?
And he's cheaper. And he's cheaper.
Yeah. He good. Yeah, he good.
I thought Waitman had a good season. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
good.
did. But Johnson was good coming out of training camp.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but they had to pay for him.
They had to pay for him. Yeah, he was making like $3 million a season, and I think Waitman might be making like 1.4 or something like that, less than half of what Johnson was making. Yeah. So yeah, louder milk up out of here. Get him going. He just out because they're going new direction. He's not going out about no money though. He wasn't making no money. His contract up.
Yeah, Van Jefferson, Bricks.
Yeah,
Bricks
gone. Did Mike Williams have any money left on this thing?
No, he just signed the 1-year deal with the Jets last year. We traded
get him out of here too. Get him out of here too. If
you really look at the way it's setting up, there's some quality defensive backs. Now, I'm not wanting to spend more money on defense. They really need to try to adjust TJ's salary if at all possible.
Minka's too.
And Minka. And the contract with Hayward, there's a lot they could do there. That was a good contract. So they got some flexibility. But they need
too.
Yeah, and they need 2 experienced secondary guys, which I think they could get this free agency period.
Who do you like, Shannon, in the secondary?
Well, you got guys like Byron Murphy.
I like him.
You got Reed in the slot. You got guys that they can afford that I think would be upgrades. But then you got a deep defensive line class that you could double dip
at least and sign one.
Yeah, and bring in 2 of the defensive linemen. Then focus on your offense because there's about 6 running backs that fit what the Steelers need. After they let Harris, leave. And I like that Beck kid at wide receiver. I think he's kind of a sleeper. More people's learning about him, though. But I think he would fit good in this offense and bring you in a free agent.
Yep.
So it's kind of falling into place, especially if they could get him upgraded tight end. I think that would even help the offense even more. So this is a good time to have this money.
Yeah.
Question, Big G, for you.
Yeah.
As far as the offense goes,
okay,
is it more about getting a wide receiver 1B, say 1A, 1B, or is it more about just acquiring true playmakers? Like, could you draft a Warren from Penn State at tight end, and he'd be another playmaker that might have Brock Bowers potential?
Yeah, he could.
I mean, and be a legit weapon and pass catcher. I mean, does it have to be a receiver? Can it be an explosive running back like Travion Henderson, and you wait on the receiver and get like Shannon saying Beck would be a good ad, like get him in the 3rd or 4th round?
This is what I say, bro. I say that based on the numbers with the money, this is a double dip opportunity both in free agency and with players, right? And I'm all like Tate, you've been on this for like months. I've been on it legitimately for 2 months. You have to increase the talent of the 53-man roster. So a playmaker is a playmaker. It doesn't matter if it's a wide receiver, if it's a tight end, if it's a running back, if it's a stout offensive lineman, if it's a dog defensive lineman, or a cornerback. A playmaker is a playmaker. So I'm saying that because the Steelers brass just met like yesterday, right, where they all huddled up. They hired that boy from the Dallas Cowboys to be the linebacker coach. So, they done did all these things. So now, well, not a lot, but they did some things. Now it's what direction are we going to go concerning the money, the free agency, and the players? And I think legitimately at multiple positions, we can double dip, including wide receiver, including defensive line, and including wide receiver and possibly running back. I think we can double dip across the board. We can get a free agent and get a draft pick. And I think we'll be fine doing that.
Hey, Big G, when are the Steelers going to admit that the extension for Freiermuth was a mistake?
They won't. They won't do it. But the issue, and Shannon, I've been saying this for a minute. If I'm the Steelers, Pat Freiermuth, Minka Fitzpatrick, Highsmith, GP, listen, the phone ring, we're going to have a conversation. Because you can clear a lot of money and you can get draft capital for those 4 players. But I'm not saying you can get first rounders, but you can get draft capital.
But is there a market for Freiermuth right now?
Oh, yeah. Somebody will take. Is he better than Dalton Schultz? Absolutely. Did Dalton Schultz get money in the free agent market last year? Absolutely. Or 2 years ago? Absolutely. Yeah, he's not going to get super huge bread, but somebody would be willing to trade for him to get him.
Somebody got to be willing to take his contract. He already got his bread.
Yeah, somebody will do that, bro. There's multiple teams that would do that needs an upgrade in their tight end position.
He had like $12 million a year, I think, Freiermuth.
Yeah.
And with the cap going up, maybe there's the Chargers could use a tight end. I think they're gonna draft that boy Loveland out of Michigan.
Maybe.
But yeah, if they don't, they can use a tight end. And $12 million is not a lot for a pass receiving tight end like Freiermuth is. I think he just doesn't fit for what the Steelers want to do now. They need somebody that can both block and receive.
Right.
He's also one more concussion that, he might miss some substantial time.
That's true.
Man, let me read this super chat from Claude, bro. Claude, thanks for the 5, bro. He said Big Ben said that players were on their phones at halftime, which shows a lack of leadership. Do you believe him? Claude, I absolutely do believe him, but let me tell you something. Players is always on their phone. I don't care what locker room you are in the entire NFL. There was some grown man. They can do what the hell they want to do. And check this out. Fines don't mean nothing for NFL players. A coach will call a player in after it goes down on that Monday or Tuesday and be like, I fined you for A, B, C, and D. And they'd be like, okay, yeah, cool. Because it like how we spend $50 or $100, they spend $1,000 to $10,000 because the money ain't like that. So players be on their phone, absolutely. So it ain't just singularly with the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro.
Yeah, I think it's probably somewhere in the middle, right? I think you're probably right, and I think it is like I don't think like Tomlin going around policing who's on their phone at halftime or in the locker room, but I think there probably players that are, and that probably shouldn't happen. I think that's more indicative of the players just disrespecting the game, which could lead to some of the losing we saw. You get some of these young guys like George Pickens and those type of mentalities and attitudes. I think you can run into some of those kind of issues.
Yeah, it's the new NFL, bro.
But it is a new NFL.
Yeah, everybody get out like that.
These young people are different. They're raised. They had their phones in class, in school. I couldn't imagine having a phone in school. We were sneaking, passing notes.
Yeah. they don't care nothing about it. They got their phone out. They on their social media. Listen, the players today are very selfish when it comes to promotion of self, right? There's very few cut old school type dudes that ain't like all that. And if they are in the league, they better be in the alpha male role or they up out of the locker room because they're considered a cancer because everybody else is doing what they want to do. So that's where we're at, man. These kids is different, bro. They different. Not worse or better, just different.
Yeah. Let's pause. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, our last break. Come back. I got some quarterback questions for you guys and whatever you want to comment on and stuff. We kind of just freestyle this second part of the show for the next 25 minutes or so. Yep. And take some live chat questions and give some opinions and thoughts. And I got some quarterback questions for you guys. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're not going anywhere. Going to take a quick pause. Audio listeners, got to go ahead and hear a few words from our partners and advertisers again, and we'll be right back after this. Pump Your Brakes podcast, Mr. Algorithm in the building, Big G. We got the triple OG though, Shannon. There was somebody more triple than you in the building earlier in the chat. That was Mr. AFL in the building. I think he got you by a couple too, Shannon. So he got all of us. So
well, that's a real Steeler fan, dog. That's a real Steeler fan, dog. AFL is a real AFL business that kicked off in 1970, dog. He been around. He's been around. Since it kicked off in 70. He been around, bro.
No, but been around to remember some of the games. He saw the whole turnaround.
That's what I'm talking about. He was there in 70 when everything changed up, bro. Everything changed up in 70.
Yeah. But all right, let's jump to these quarterback questions real quick, man. So, man, fellas, the noise is getting louder and louder and louder about the potential of Aaron Rodgers. Let me tell you, I think we all would agree that we don't want him. But I think, not at all, Shannon. But I think the way the Steelers, and I'm starting to hear and read that the second Art Deuce is getting too involved in the day-to-day decisions. Like he's a fan of Russell Wilson. He'd rather see Russell back over Justin. He's the one that wanted to draft Kenny Pickett is starting to come out. So the article I read said as these owners get older, they want to keep more hold of their power. When really it should be the other way around. When you're younger and have more fresh ideas and stuff, maybe you should be more involved then. As you start to get older, you come down off that a little bit. But not super chat, Big G. Go ahead and read it. And we're missing all these all current super chats.
Yeah, I'm putting them up right now. Jay,
go ahead and start reading them. Read all the new ones.
He said, Big G, that hat is too small for your head. You might be right, bro. You might be right.
Big G.
Yeah.
Is it too small for your head?
He might be right.
Well, you got to give him the sign.
Go ahead.
That's the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Big facts.
That's the facts. That's the facts. Absolutely. And we got another super chat, man. Claude Bishop, once again, the Matrix Captain General, Governor, whatever you want to call yourself, bro. We salute you. He said that probably explains why they haven't won a playoff game in 8 years, and no good team will let their players do that. That is an absolute not facts. We got to get a not facts for Claude, like the anti-fact.
Why haven't the Raiders, the Jets, some of them other teams not won playoff games in years too? Then I mean,
yeah, everybody's doing it. Claude, you must be like our age.
I'm not making excuses, and we're Steeler fans. So we're not used to this, and that's what it is for us.
Yeah.
This is not the standard. This is not what we're used to. Correct. But believe you me, it's a lot more NFL teams has been through a lot worse fan pain than what we're going through.
Facts. Absolute facts. Hey, but listen, when you said with Aaron Rodgers, Shannon, you go ahead, man, because Shannon, after you make your comment,
I was going to say before y'all go, similar to Russ last year, he would come cheap, not as cheap. The Jets are going to be taking on a lot of his salary for next season. I don't think it'll be. I think they still got to give him at least 10, 12 million. Steelers would. And I think when you're trying to win now for TJ and Cam and players like that, I think it's potential. They see it potentially as a win now move. They get a lot of veteran experience and big game experience from Aaron Rodgers. Even though you think about it, he hasn't been really good at big games in a long time, about as long as his Steelers last won a playoff game. So, you consider those things and how he can fit in Arthur Smith's system. And Shannon, go.
No interest in Aaron Rodgers at all.
Zero.
I think that he is one of the most overrated players that I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I do.
Ever, Shannon?
Ever.
Yeah.
How I feel about quarterbacks and a franchise guy being able to bring it home, win championships. He won a championship beating our Steelers, thanks in large part to Mendenhall.
Trashed.
And an old defense and injuries, with who they had playing center. There's a lot of reasons. But let's look at the truth. He's put up huge numbers. He's played in a conference that he owned. They had the best record, number 1 seed. How many years going into playoffs?
They had the trash Bears and the Lions. They was big trash.
And they won 1 Super Bowl. And he's had Adams, and he had Driver, and he had all this talent around him.
Michael Finley.
Exactly.
Jordy Nelson. He had dogs.
He had everything, but he's not a winner. I do not like his attitude, his leadership. I don't think there's any comparison between him and Ben. I've always said that, and I'll go to my grave saying it. And I do not want him in Pittsburgh. I think he's a cancer, especially now that he's older. All you think he'll do is come in, cause problems, blame coaches, blame ownership, blame other players. He's a disaster waiting to happen. So, he wants to go. He's West Coast. He wants to go to the West Coast. Let him go to the West Coast.
Shannon, pick a sign, man, about what you want to see concerning Aaron Rodgers. Pick 1 through 5.
3.
Aaron Rodgers is dumpster juice, bro.
Yep.
That dude is garbage. There ain't no way in God. Matter of fact, I don't even hardly cuss on this podcast, but I'm going to say it today. Hell no.
Yes.
We ain't taking Aaron Rodgers. No way, Jose. He's not coming over here. We don't want him. And you just stay on out there, bro. You just stay on out there in free agency land. Stay on out there. Get in your mushroom cabin. Go do something like that. You don't need to be around us, bro.
Some mushroom cave. Not even a cabin. It's a cave.
Yeah.
He go deep undercover.
Facts. That's big facts. That's facts.
But so I have no interest in Aaron Rodgers. I can potentially see the thinking. I don't like the idea of going backwards. I think you just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and don't go back to none of them old guys. Not Russ, not Rodgers, not even Stafford. That's too much money.
Yeah.
Too much capital to be traded.
Yeah.
But I don't want him.
Who?
Stafford. I like him, but I don't want him in Pittsburgh.
He's too old.
Yeah.
No.
I like Stafford too. I mean, Stafford is older than Russ by some months, but he's older than Russ.
Yeah.
No.
And he's played over half his career, more than half his career, because he's always played in the dome when at home.
Yeah. He'll get killed in Pittsburgh. He'll get killed. We're not. Heck no. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Right. So what do you guys think about the field situation and where it's at? What are the Steelers doing? What is Fields doing? What's going on with this situation?
I got some inside information, man.
Y'all
want me to drop knowledge here?
Yes.
I got some inside information. Justin done had a conversation with the New York Jets. I'm telling you what I know. He didn't have a matter of fact, he had a conversation with Garrett Wilson. Let's just be blunt about it. Garrett Wilson say, Justin, I want you to come play with me. But Garrett Wilson don't necessarily like it in New York. Garrett Wilson might be willing to come to Pittsburgh. So I want to see how big a kahunas Omar Khan and Waddle got to go get that boy up out of there and bring him into Pittsburgh, because he don't necessarily want to be there. But Justin wants to play with Garrett Wilson. They trying to make that happen.
How's that? What's that look like, Big G, in terms of how you get Garrett Wilson to Pittsburgh?
First round, give it up and buy and get him on in here. We're gonna pick a playmaker in the first round anyway. We looking hard at Emeka Buka, Luther Burden. We looking at dudes like that in the first round. So go and give it up, get Garrett Wilson over there to Pittsburgh, and let's do what we need to do. It's very simple. It's not complicated.
You got it. So you willing to pay Garrett Wilson going into his 5th year?
Yeah.
Pick up the 5th year option.
Yeah. And if George Pickens don't figure it out, he gone.
They just saying here, but you get a 5th year option with Wilson. He's a first round pick.
Yeah, we're gonna give him the bread. We're gonna go and give him the bread.
So you're saying he's talking to the players, but not where he'll be illegal tampering, because he's not talking to the front office.
Correct. He's allowed to talk to anybody that he has a relationship with, as long as they're not in an official capacity representing the team. Yeah. And believe me, Pittsburgh ain't the only team that's doing this. There's a lot of guys that were college teammates, former teammates, trying to figure it out. See, we have a pause in the offseason, right? These dudes don't really stop. They take a trip to Cancun. They'll go overseas for a little while, rest with their family and all whatever else, and they back grinding. And a lot of these dudes on different teams work out together. They all huddled up at certain locations, certain stuff, doing certain things. And I'm telling you what I know. I know that conversation didn't happen. I'm telling you straight up, I know. So Garrett and Justin want to play together. They want to play together. So I'm telling you, don't be shocked when right out the gate, the New York Jets come with big bread to get Justin. Don't be shocked right off the gate. They come with big bread to try.
What's big bread to you?
3 years, $70 million. 3 years, $75 million.
That's 25 a year.
Yep.
I mean, which is
getting a big
money. I mean,
I can't see it, Big G.
I'm telling you.
I can't see that.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I just think that sounds like something the Jets would do, but I can't see him throwing that big of money.
Well, even with me, that was the length of the deal. I can see 2 years 50 though. If you gotta get in the bidding war, I can see 2 years 50.
Yep.
Because what's his name?
But you're bidding against yourself. Ain't nobody else gonna give that much.
No, I'm saying I think if somebody offers him something and Justin can come to the table and say, this is what they offer me, the Steelers will get Justin Fields if they just match that. They don't have to outbid nobody. If they just match what somebody's willing to give, Justin Fields will pick the Steelers, I believe.
That's just driving up an unreal market value, in my opinion. Because I don't see what he's done to rate $25 million a year.
Except the fact that the going rate for quarterbacks is averaging like about 30-something million. I mean, so I watched whatever podcast, one of the DK podcasts with Matt Williamson. He did a thing on quarterbacks, and the Sam Darnold was the lowest paid starting quarterback in the league last year, $10 million a year.
Yep.
Next up was Gardner Minshew, was 12.5. He signed both them signed that deal, 1 year deals last offseason to go to the teams that were the Colts and the Vikings.
Facts.
And Darnold was coming in as a backup, but we thought JJ McCarthy was going to start. Well, they're the next person up after that 10, after that 12 is Geno Smith at $25 million a year, and that's a bargain. There's nobody in that gap between 12.5 and 25.
That is absolute fact.
What do you give Justin?
You got to give him more than 25 or right at 25.
No, I think you are from 18 to 20. But if somebody's willing to pay him 25 and you want him, you pay the 25. Now I don't like the 3 year deal. I like the 2 year deal. But
I think you offer $15 million and then have incentives.
I agree with that too. But then that could be perceived as, if he getting bigger offers, that could be perceived as disrespect. And I mean,
if somebody wants to give him 25, I'd say let him go.
Let me ask y'all that. Well, you better have a hell of a plan B.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then what do you do, Shannon?
Yeah, you better have a hell of a plan B.
You bring Russ back for 20 a year?
Heck no.
No, I don't want Russ.
Well, you back to the old guys you're looking at. Are you paying Sam Darnold $30 million a year?
Heck no. They talk about. I heard Steelers fans.
It's a definite rock in the hard place. He hasn't earned $25 million, but based off the market potential alone, I think he gets somewhere between that 20 and 25. Though I really do.
Yeah. I done heard people say, "Well, Plan B's got to be Daniel Jones." Heck no. I done heard people say that Plan B's got to be to pay Kirk Cousins some money. Absolutely not. Like, bro, the Fields. Either way, how you look at it, and Steelers fans, you need to understand this. Either way, he's either a bridge or he's our guy. Either way, it's either way. He's a bridge or he's our dude.
And you get 2 years to find out.
Yeah, that's what's scary.
Well, you don't even get 2 years because you know after this year coming, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna know. So 26, you're gonna know where you're sitting at.
If you need to draft somebody to play behind him, or maybe you have a contract where the first year he gets paid, guaranteed money. The second year, we can work around, kind of get off that deal if he doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So, if you've got to overpay Fields, where they have so many needs on this team, focus on building the roster around a quarterback till you get your quarterback, and whoever you put in at quarterback, right now, instead of overpaying Fields, put your money and build the rest of the roster, and then worry about finding your quarterback.
Yeah.
So who plays quarterback till then?
Well, it's kind of like how it happened this past year. At one point, we didn't know, and then they ended up getting Wilson and Fields at the last minute.
Yeah.
I mean, you can lose with anybody. You want to have somebody in there that you can win with.
But Shannon.
And that's where I'm at. $25 million is not a lot for starting quarterback money. That's still one of the cheaper starting quarterbacks in the league. And with the cap going up and all the money the Steelers can cut and save and rework, $25 million is not a big gap for the quarterback.
But Shannon,
if that's what it was, that's the high end.
Agreed. But this is the deal, okay? Mike Tomlin is always going to figure out how enough to put Band-Aids on the dam that's bleeding. He's done it every year since Ben was washed. Every year since Big Ben was washed. That's this whole non-losing season thing. And that's what Steelers fans got to understand. Rooney's not moving off of this dude. So in Tomlin's mind, he's going to do enough to get a 9-8 or a 10-7. Now, that might be us as fans pissed off and in our feelings about another season and like, man, when we going to do it? But we're not going to lose enough to get a guy in that top 10. That's not going to happen. So that's why you got to take a swing on a guy like Justin to give him an opportunity to prove whether or not he's the guy or is he the bridge. Because if he's not the dude, 2026, you got to go all in with capital. You might have to move from 18 to 25 up in the top 10 to go get your dude. You see what I'm saying? But you got to have somebody in between, and that's how Tomlin thinks. Tomlin is going to put himself in position to get a 9-8 and 10-7. You can guarantee it, right? So he'll take a whiff of a swing.
He's actually doing good with that. I listened to Alan Saunders earlier, and he's talking about the problem on the morning rush on the Steelers Now channel. He said that the problem isn't the Steelers offense, like the Tomlin plays it safe, don't throw over the middle. Now, do they do that to limit themselves, or they do that because they have limited talent? And they do it because they have limited talent. The Steelers don't have the talent to go out and do all the things that these high-fangled passing games do. And I've been guilty of blaming it on playing too conservative and playing that. But if you go all out with the talent that we have on offense, I mean, the best strategy is to try and play it close and win a close game, because if you get out there and you get loose, the other offense get loose, you're not going to be able to keep up. We don't have the playmakers right now to keep up in a track meet.
So let me answer this super. Go ahead, Shannon. You getting a big fine again. He's talking over there. Look at Shannon.
But let's be honest. I mean, you watch how many rub routes do you watch these teams, let's just say, in the playoffs alone? They're constantly doing rub routes, and they get caught every once in a while, but usually not. Guys work wide open. Steelers don't even have a clue. And I watched them a couple of times, and they run into each other. I mean, it's beyond just the talent. It's coaching. It's fundamentals. They're just subpar on offense.
So listen,
creativity is a big problem.
I just started because it's Tate, Shannon. Y'all know I get down in the film room. I do what I need to do. I do my due diligence, right? So I'm going back in that all 22 film and I'm watching Justin play. You know what the killer part is with Justin? And way more than Russ. Dudes was open. Justin wouldn't pull the trigger. Even in the middle, they was open. He wouldn't pull the trigger. Well, some of that was Tomlin in his head.
Yeah, that goes back to Shannon's thing. Like, Tomlin is not telling the quarterbacks to go get him. He's saying, don't mess this up for us.
Yeah, right. And so if Tomlin has to take Justin as his dude, then you got to play aggressive, right? Because some folks say he can't read a defense. That's a bold-faced lie. I'm seeing him look at the dudes, but he might not. He might hold it because it's low risk. If I hold it, just throw it out of bounds. If I hold it, I don't throw it across the middle because he might not have confidence in his wide receivers just as much as him holding onto the ball, right? If you ain't got no confidence in GP and Calvin Austin and whoever else they ran out there at wide receiver, I ain't throwing him the ball neither. I'm not doing it. So if you get more talent around a quarterback and he feels confident, regardless of who the quarterback is, they're apt to make more plays. This has just as much to do with Justin as our wide receiver room, our offensive line, and our running backs. It's a conglomerate of teams have to play with confidence, and the coach has to instill confidence in order to let the player play to his best ability. Justin's ability is to be a playmaker, make plays, throw it across the middle, be dynamic. That's his deal. But if Tomlin's in his ear and he's worried about this, that, and this, yeah, I mean, I get it, bro. I get it.
Go ahead and read the super chat from Jay's Upper Teeth. Thanks for the $2, Jay's Upper Teeth. Appreciate you, man.
Right. Jay, man, we appreciate it. He said, this year we need a tank for a QB. I hear you, bro, but they ain't going to do it. I hear him loud and clear.
It's not even about doing it, man. I mean, this year, he's saying this year going to be in next year, but this year, if you tank for a quarterback, you telling me that Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward is better than Justin Fields? Who has more upside between those three guys?
I think you talking about next year, though, bro.
I know, but right now, if it was this year and you tank this year, what would happen?
Yeah, that's facts.
Who has more talent? So are we just knowing that Arch Manning is the guy? Or you get another good prospect and you get him for cheap and he'd be on a 4-year deal with an option for the 5th, but you don't know what you're getting. These quarterbacks are hit or miss.
Yeah, that's facts.
So you have to be able to develop a quarterback.
That part too.
But Shannon, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of Steelers fans been saying that too. How many teams actually develop a quarterback? That ain't that many. You realize it's only been 2 or 3 winning Super Bowl quarterbacks in the last 20-something years, right?
Yeah, but they were developed.
Of course, but I'm saying there's guys out there like a Trevor Lawrence or like a Justin Herbert that say, well, you got to develop them. Them dudes ain't been developed.
Not yet.
They have better playmakers around them.
But we know Mahomes
I wouldn't
did.
say Herbert did.
We know
Andy Reid.
We
Tom
know
Brady
Allen,
had McDaniel.
Josh Allen.
I think got better. I don't know who this guy was. Dable for a couple years.
Joe Brady helped develop him.
Yeah.
Joe Brady. Yeah, but
Joe Brady too.
Right. And the quarterback position now, because see, something happened if you didn't pay attention to what was going on in the offseason or last season. Them quarterbacks showed they can hit the ground running. As much as I talk trash about Caleb Williams, I went back and looked at his numbers. The boy's numbers was unreal. And he played on a trash team. I looked at Jaden Daniels. Look how he was out there killing them. Look what Penix got in the game. Huh?
He's a baller.
Yeah, look what Penix got in the game. He was out there destroying them boys. Look what Bo Nix did in Denver.
Well,
and you also got to admit, as much as it pains me, but Lamar Jackson took a big step forward as a quarterback last year. He is a quarterback now. Yeah. I always said he was a great athlete playing quarterback, but last year he impressed me
as a quarterback.
His ability to read, to throw, to anticipate. He showed touch. To me, he had his best season by far last year.
And he did get the MVP. But yeah. I agree with you, Shannon. Lamar Jackson showed his best self. I believe he was good, but borderline. He became
great last year.
He's become great last year. Yeah. And what's the reason we think Justin Fields can't develop into that? Lamar Jackson, warranted so, is making $55 million a year. So we saying for the same type talent, not in the same place, but the same type of talent, 20 to 25 million is too much to pay that guy to see if he can be the guy? I don't think it is.
Well, I don't even expect him to be Lamar. I just think he can be Hurts. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the team around him.
Yeah. The 53 got to be right.
And the only part of that is I'm saying is 20 to 25 million to the quarterback is not stopping you from building everywhere else. It's not stopping you.
No, not with the way the caps went up.
Right.
Everything like that. I'm just saying that they have so many holes. If they can keep it to 20, it gives you more money to strengthen around him.
20 is a good number and incentives. I agree with you there. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying if somebody was going to give him 25, it still would have to match it. That's where I'm at 25 at, to match somebody to get your guy. Not saying open bid to give him 25, because then you are bidding against yourself.
Yeah.
But if somebody, the Jets, the Saints, one of them teams offer him 25 and you really want him, don't let that extra $5 million stop you from going to get him.
I agree with that.
The Raiders going to holler at him too. Trust and believe the Raiders going to holler at him. Believe me.
Yeah, because he's a better option than what they can get in the draft. They can use a draft pick on somebody else and go ahead and pay him 20, 25 million because they realize it's a value, and then use their high pick for somebody else or trade back and get more assets for a team that still needs a quarterback.
That's facts. Tate.
Shout out to the homie Corey Brown, $4.99 super chat. Tomlin will not lay down and play dead because some fans are tired of winning seasons.
That's facts.
Well said, Corey Brown. And I mean, so we're mad at 10-7, making playoffs and getting whooped, but we want to go 4-13, and hopefully we get a good quarterback. That's the plan.
That's ridiculous. that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
I don't see the logic in it. I mean, if you're just bad, you're just bad. You're gonna get there, but don't just try and tank, and there's no guarantees once you tank. Now you really mad. We was 10-7 and we dropped down to 4-13 and we still didn't get our guy. That's what we're looking at.
Bro, people forget how many times the Philadelphia Eagles went 10-7 and exited the first round of the playoffs. People forget how many times the 49ers was big trash.
They did that last year before they won the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. People forget. They forget about – people forget, honest to God, forget how horrible Detroit was for 30 years. They forget but you know what they did? You know what they did, Tate, Shannon? They got that draft right, and then they put free agent players up around him and built the hell out of that 53-man roster. And then when it came time to get the quarterback, insert Jared Goff, now we cooking with gas. And they did that with Jared Goff, who
LA got rid of. They got rid of him.
Yep.
For Stafford.
Get him out.
Well, I would mention one more thing they did. They got the right head coach.
Campbell a dog. But
himself,
Campbell and Tomlin, they similar.
Like Tomlin himself, Campbell is not an X-No guy. He's a rah-rah guy, and he's a risk taker. That's the difference between him and Tomlin. Great coordinators.
Yeah, they
Great coordinators on both sides. They're both head coaches now. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how great a head the coach cost them the Super Bowl last year, getting to it against San Francisco. But he's a risk taker. He stayed true to himself. Tomlin stays true to himself, not living in our fears, but he lives in his fears. But that's being true to himself, but that's who he is. Dan Campbell took all the risk and everything, and that kind of cost him going to the Super Bowl, beating the 49ers last year in the NFC Championship game.
That's facts.
So, coaches are who they are. Bill Belichick had Josh McDaniels to develop Brady. Andy Reid's a quarterback whisperer. He's had, McNabb, Vic, Kevin Cobb was good. Nick Foles. When Andy Reid gets him on the quarterback, he's good. Alex Smith got his best years with Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the one head coach that's a true quarterback whisperer. I give it to Shanahan. But Shanahan's been to the couple Super Bowls, but he's been to a whole bunch of times not in the playoffs.
Don't be shocked if Shanahan to holler at Justin too. Because they got to pay Purdy, and they ain't trying to pay that boy.
I think they're going to pay Purdy. I think that's already in the.
I don't know. Their offense don't look as dynamic if you lose Debo and Kittle and all. I don't know about that. I don't know. He ain't no force multiplier. I don't know about all that, Tate.
All right. Well, I think that's his guy. I think they'll sign him. I think we'll see in a few weeks. But yeah, let's go ahead and give our last shots, last takes. Go ahead, Big G. Shannon, go to you. Whichever one of you guys go first. I know you guys like to go back and forth. You go first.
Well, I'm a Shannon, you wasn't with us, man. So you go ahead. Go ahead, bro. You wasn't with us last week. Go ahead.
No, like I said, I just think that you either finding the quarterback's the hardest thing to do.
Facts.
And I'm all for strengthening the roster. We have a clear understanding of what this roster needs. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I say have a roster as strong as possible so that when you do find your quarterback, you're ready to roll. I mean, that's why it was when they dropped Ben. They dropped him right in the center of a championship caliber roster.
Facts.
And we've seen the rest is history.
Facts.
And so I'm all for let's find this quarterback. Let's get Fields in here. That makes the most logical sense. But in the meantime, let's focus on having the strongest roster the Steelers can have so that if it is Fields or if they pull the trigger on somebody else next year, they're ready to roll.
You know what? Even before I get to my final thoughts, man, Tate, Claude, man, we thank you for the 5. I think you pay to get put in the Matrix, bro. He said that I'm convinced Tomlin could have $200 million in extra cap space and still not going to win a playoff game. Tate, you know what to do. Exit stage left.
Shout out to the homie though, man. He helps keep the show live, man. I give him that.
Yeah. Now listen, this is all I'm gonna say. I think this is more of a prove-it year for Waddle and Khan than anybody. I think it is. I understand that we have some coaching deficiencies. I understand that this is a Myers year too, because if he can't fix this offensive line, he got to go. But I think this is a year. This is a year for Khan and Waddle. They've only been out there really 2 years doing this thing. Okay, so we got to see what they come up with in year 3. In year 3, I think that because they haven't really done a bad job. I'll give them between an A- and B+ as far as the moves they made because of how bad of shambles we were in 2022, right? But you still got to build it. So I want to see Khan and Waddle hit it out the park with this extra bread, maybe $100 million to be able to fool around and play with and get players in there and hit this draft out the park, bro. Because I think if they do that, Shannon, we're gonna be okay. We might not be ready to roll next season. Might get a 10-7, 9-8, somewhere in there. But I promise you, the year after that, we're gonna be ready to roll. We're gonna be ready to roll.
That's building the roster, yes.
Correct.
Well, getting out of here, I agree with both you guys. I think Shannon's strategy and way he wants to see built, I agree with it 100%. I just happen to think that Justin Fields is the quarterback you drop in there. I think he does too. And I just happen to think that you got to pay him upwards of 20 to 25 million. That's not too much. That's reasonable starting quarterback money, potentially for a guy that has star potential. We haven't seen it all the way. You know what I mean? We've seen him get more rushing yards this season than any other quarterback. We've seen him play efficient football last year, 5 touchdown passes, 1 interception in 6 games, and rush for 5 more touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
We see him have a better winning percentage than Russell Wilson did when he got in. Smaller sample size. 6 games to Russell's 12 games. Russell went 500. Justin went like 67%. So, I think it's worth the risk, man. I mean, I don't want none of these old guys. None of them. Not Rodgers, not Stafford, not Cousins. The only way you can bring me Daniel Brown is if he's a backup and he's only getting like $5 or $6 million a year.
Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Get him.
I'm bringing him in for that just because he's played in the league. He's won a playoff game. He's been a starter. He can run Arthur Smith's offense the same way that Justin Fields is capable, and that's what they want to do, is have a similar quarterback. So, yeah, I don't disagree, but I mean, he could be working. We've seen scrubs, man, or dudes we think is scrubs eventually end up working out when they get a change of scenery. I don't want to be the starter. I can see him getting paid $5 or $6 million for a backup. But yeah, man. So I'm with you guys all the way on that. I mean, some of these moves, the dominoes going to start to drop soon.
Yeah,
going to start to drop. Today is what, February 19th?
Yeah.
So what, we talking about like 3 weeks away at most?
Yeah, it's about 2 weeks and a couple of days.
Yeah,
2 weeks and a couple of days. It's gonna be. Claude said OSU bias.
On what part? Oh, Justin Fields.
Just in general, bro. Just Claude's a hater, dog. Because you know why you hate us so much, Claude? Because you wish you was us. You wish you was a guy. That's why.
Claude, like we started the show out earlier talking about autograph Steelers swag. Claude, me and Big-G here to give you autographs, man. So maybe we run into you at a local Lido's over there where you at in Hagerstown, and we can run into you and we can sign your pizza box, man. Like you ran into Bad over there, right? So yeah, we come sign your pizza box, Claude. But yeah, man, with that being said, we're gonna get on and get out of here, man. I'm so happy to have the Triple OG back in the building, man. He kind of brought us back baseline a little bit, Big G. We get a bit, you get all the way hyperb. You do.
Yeah.
When the break guy's not here, I kind of get lost in the sauce and might start to see some of your G-Stradamusness, and I don't know that I'm looking at things through clear glasses. Shannon help me get my glasses cleaned off when he come back.
Listen, it's just a matter of time before I got Shannon. I've been working on Shannon for about a whole year now. Shannon is coming on over to my side. He's starting to see it, bro. He's starting to see it.
But yeah, man, another great show. Thank everybody in the live chat. You included, Claude, but bruh, man, Fifth Floor Afton when she was here. Tim Lyons in the building behind enemy lines, rocking with us. We appreciate each and everybody. Fifth Flow, Quad Father, whoever else was here, man. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you guys next week. And until then, we about to get all the way out.
Holla.
Peace. I'm trying to drop the mic, Big G.
Hit the button. Hit the button, dog.
There we go. Peace out, everybody.